What's up guys, Fett Collections here. Today we'll be looking at the HIYA Toys Godzilla from Godzilla X Kong The New Empire. Now I am unaware of HIYA Toys, so I don't know what their quality for figures is, but online I have heard that they are a really good competitor to SH Figuarts, which make the other MonsterVerse characters, and they also make a bunch of anime figures and Marvel figures. So I'm sure they compare nicely. Now looking at the packaging, I'm not a big fan of the windowless look. I do like how there's a picture of the figure and then the background is the color scheme from the movie, but I would like to see the figure while I'm buying it. Like, you know, it could just pop up or whatever, but that's besides the point. Now on the side of the packaging, on both sides, it has this logo from the movie. Same thing on the top. And then on the back of the box, we got another picture of the figure. Pretty sure this is how he'll scale. I'm not too sure. We have some sort of description, and then we have HIYA Toys' socials, if you guys want to give them a follow. But there's not too much else to this packaging, so let's go ahead and get this guy open. Now after getting this figure out of the packaging, he is really heavy. He's like a good, I want to say maybe pound or two. Probably not that heavy, but he's a really heavy figure. Unfortunately, he came with no accessories, so that kind of takes off of his points. I thought he would have at least came with like a blast effect or something. But I guess it did say Exquisite Basic on the box, so I should have read that carefully. But feeling him, he definitely does not feel cheaply made. This definitely feels like some good plastic. He has some really good sculpt details along his tail, his back, his legs. Just in his entire body is covered with incredible detail. I do wish there was a little bit more paint application instead of him being like almost this solid gray color. I wish they would have added like a little blue or something onto his spikes. Looks like there's a little bit of a sheen on him too though, so not all bad. And then looking at his face, that face is really detailed. I really like the face. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but in person it almost looks like he has like blood on his mouth. It's like a different kind of color right here. I don't know if the camera can see that, but that looks really nice. Overall, really good sculpt details. Really good proportions too, very accurate to the movie. Yeah, I wish he came with some accessories, like at least some alternate hands or something. But let's move on to the articulation. Now onto the articulation. It's a bit disappointing, but it's Godzilla, so I'm not expecting to put him into any crazy poses. Now, for his head, what they did is, you can barely tell, but these are 3 separate joints, I guess 4 including his head. So you can kind of twist them like that so he can turn his head and stuff. It can go 360. He can look up that much. He can look down that much. He has a articulated jaw, but check this out. He also has an articulated tongue. Now how cool is that? Oh, you gonna focus? No. Well, yeah, pretty sick. He has like almost a whoa, what's going on with my camera? Sorry about that. He has almost a torso twist, but I don't want to push it because it seems like it'll break if I do. He can't crunch forward, he can't move back. His arms can go up that much. They can rotate 360. He has a single jointed elbow. He has a twist right there. He has a hinge. Oh, actually no, he doesn't. His hands are on a ball joint. They can move like that much. The joints are also very squeaky, but At least they're not loose. His legs can move 360 like that. He can bend his knees barely. Can kind of move his lower leg. His foot, you can move 360. Can't really move it up or down. I guess you kind of can. And then his tail. Now his tail is really articulated. You can move it like that and twist it and it'll stay in place. Just really nice. Now for a size comparison, here's Godzilla next to the Marvel Legends 2-pack Iron Fist. As you can see, Godzilla stands a little bit over him, so Godzilla's about 7 inches, maybe 7.5. So he does tower a little bit. Definitely excited to have him propped up on display. But he doesn't scale too bad. I gotta say, it's disappointing. I don't really like it. I like the details, but this is more of a statue than a figure. I was really hoping for a little bit more articulation, at least like more of a torso twist, you know, so I can have it look like he's striking. But what really makes this figure disappointing to me is the fact that he came with no other accessories. Now that's what I hate about figures sometimes, is they won't come with no accessories. Now if he had great articulation, then he would have a better score, but unfortunately he doesn't. He's more of a statue than a figure. But I do have a little bit of leniency towards him just because of the sculpt detail and the paint detail. I know I said it was a little dull, but it's pretty great. It just looks very basic. And he also has the articulated mouth with the articulated tongue, which is pretty cool. So overall, I'm gonna have to give this figure, I don't know, overall this figure, I'm gonna have to give it a solid 2. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys for the support. Peace out.